Are you tired of investing in games that don't live up to their hype? Then join me as I give you the early verdict on Big Ambitions, a game that hit early access recently. Welcome to my early access review of Big Ambitions, the game about big ambitions with big ambitions from a studio that has big ambitions. With its early access status, you may be wondering if this game is worth your time and money. Well, in this video, I'll dive into the game's mechanics, graphics, and performance to give you my honest opinion on the state of the game, and if it might be something worth checking out. I have been waiting to cover this in a video for quite some time, so let's get on with it, shall we? Sit back, relax, and let's find out if Big Ambitions is just an ambitious project or if it's worth the investment. Big Ambitions is a standout RPG business strategy game that challenges you to run a successful corporation. You'll have to make tough decisions on hiring and firing employees, going to school to learn business, expanding your product line, managing your finances, and gambling. The game offers a realistic and immersive business simulation experience that will put your strategic skills to the test. The game setting takes place in New York, my guess, where you'll compete against other corporations for market share and profits. You'll have to navigate various industries, manage supply chains, and adapt to changing customer trends and economic situations. The game's graphics are sleek and modern with sharp and detailed animations. There is a lot on offer here for an early access game. One of the game's strengths is its attention to detail. The game's mechanics and systems are based on real-world business practices, making it a dream for people who enjoy getting lost in data. As I mentioned, the game offers a lot for an early access title that will keep you engaged and motivated. I am only on day 100 with 3 businesses, which I have spent most of that time fine-tuning their operation. My burger joint is a pain in my ass. However, the game's early access status also means that it's not without its flaws, but at least for me, I have noticed very few major flaws so far, minus maybe 1 or 2 crashes. Big Ambitions is a business strategy game that puts you in the driver's seat of your own business empire. You take on the role of an aspiring entrepreneur whose babushka just died, and for some reason, Uncle Frank steps up to guide you to the Millionaires Club.
I talked with a friend of mine, Richard.
The gameplay involves making strategic decisions, managing resources, hostile takeovers, and managing aspects of your life such as hunger, fatigue levels, and happiness. One of the standout features of Big Ambitions is the depth of the gameplay. The game offers a variety of options for you to manage your businesses, such as hiring employees, purchasing and upgrading equipment, and developing marketing strategies. Fine-tune and balance your budgets, make smart decisions in order to grow your businesses and become successful, and hopefully buy out weird Uncle Frank and send him to the poorhouse. After all, it's just business, baby. Overall, I find the gameplay in Big Ambitions engaging and rewarding. As I said, I'm only on day 100 on this save with 3 businesses, but I find myself tweaking every little thing I can. Moving displays, moving shelves, the typical, well, if I move this over here, people will still be able to walk through. And then I can fit another shelf here and put a couple plants over there for feng shui. There is a decent amount of depth here, which is refreshing. It has a nice mix of business, interior design, and gambling. When I need a break from managing schedules or product lines, I can always give one of my stores a makeover. And with a huge lineup of furniture and accessories, you're sure to find something to fit your style. One huge change from the initial playtest is the addition of headquarters staff, logistics, and importing. During the playtest, it was up to you to stock your stores day to day. Now that process has been streamlined with a whole ass logistics chain, and I love that. You have purchasing agents place purchase orders that get delivered to your warehouse, and then your logistics manager tells your delivery driver to get to work supplying all your stores. And it's a brilliant system. I mentioned that happiness meter. If you don't stay on top of that, then you get sad. You stop eating and you just plain suck at life. But never fear, the Paddle Wheeler Casino is here to save the day. Yes, that's right. A super effective way to combat the big sad is to pay $5 grand to get on an old paddle wheeler where over international waters you can gamble to your heart's content. It's a really cool mechanic. You may hit it big on the old steamship, or you may pay $12 for a salad and nope out. Very authentic. You can play the slots with various minimum bet amounts. There are blackjack tables, roulette wheels, and more slots. You can only board the ship on Friday nights, and to be quite honest, I look forward to it when my mini business me needs a break from the fast-paced business world. The game offers a challenging experience that requires you to think like a business mogul and make smart decisions in order to succeed. Fans of business management games will appreciate the complexity of gameplay, and those looking for a unique and immersive experience will find plenty to enjoy in this early access title. Playing an early access game can be both fun and maddening. On one hand, it allows you to experience the game before its official release and maybe have a say in its development. You can provide feedback to the developers, report bugs, and suggest new features, which can help shape the final version of the game. This can create a sense of community and engagement with the game, especially so on their Discord, as you feel like you're part of its development process. As an early access game, Big Ambitions is still in development and not fully optimized yet for release. However, the game, from my experience at least, has shown excellent performance in its current state. The game's stability seems to be relatively high, with few instances of crashes or major bugs. To be honest, so far in my entire time with the early access release, I've had one crash. The game's graphics and animations are also of high quality, providing a polished and immersive experience, which is refreshing for an early access game. In terms of gameplay, Big Ambitions offers an engaging experience. The game provides a range of options for players to customize and manage their businesses, including hiring employees, marketing their products, and taking care of personal needs. The game feels fairly deep and rewarding, and keeping you engaged for hours. For me, it's the just one more turn game of business strategy. However, the game's early access status also means that it's not without its flaws. Some players have reported minor bugs and glitches, although these issues have been relatively infrequent from what I've read. During the playtesting before early access, I found the customers pathing in your stores to be absolutely maddening, something that seems to have been improved on somewhat. Big Ambitions is a promising early access game that shows great potential. The performance, stability, and gameplay mechanics are strong, providing an engaging and an immersive experience for anyone interested in business strategy games. While there are some major and minor flaws that need to be addressed, the developers seem very engaged and are actively working on improving the game's overall quality and ensuring that it delivers on its promises. When it comes to graphics and audio design, Big Ambitions delivers a decently polished and immersive experience for early access. The game's graphics are high quality, featuring detailed textures and smooth animations, save a few weird ones, but hopefully the devs will smooth those out. I find the game's user interface is intuitive and easy to navigate, which makes it easy to manage your business and interact with the game's systems. Overall, the game's graphics help to create an engaging simulation of the business world. Similarly, the audio design in Big Ambitions adds another layer of immersion to the gameplay experience. The game features a dynamic and highly produced soundtrack that is appealing to the ears. It's the kind of music that I wouldn't normally listen to, but it really lends itself to the game's overall atmosphere, and I find myself tapping my foot along to the songs. My favorites are the ones that play on the casino ship. Overall, the game's graphics and audio design work together to create a cohesive and immersive experience. The attention to detail in the game's graphics and user interface helps to make the game feel polished and professional, while the dynamic soundtrack and sound effect add to the game's atmosphere. While the game's graphics and audio design may not be the main selling point for a business strategy game, they certainly contribute to the overall experience and help make Big Ambitions a compelling and enjoyable game. Now, initially, I was gonna touch on this in the gameplay portion, but as I wrote the script, I had a bit more to say about this than a quick blurb. I mean, I have a lot to say about this game if you can't already tell. Big Ambitions is a business strategy game that takes inspiration from other popular games of the genre, as well as drawing inspiration from classic tycoon and strategy games. However, what sets Big Ambitions apart is its unique focus on entrepreneurship and business management. One comparison that can be made is that Big Ambitions is like a business-focused version of The Sims, or even another game that I personally love, the movies. In both games, players have control over the lives and actions of their virtual characters and must manage various aspects of their lives, such as their finances and mood. However, Big Ambitions takes this concept to the next level by introducing business-specific mechanics such as managing employees, driving sweet cars, and competing with other companies. The Sims-like aspect of this game really hits the nostalgic spot for me. While being a modern game, Big Ambitions has a classic soul. When I'm trying to perfect the layout of one of my stores or offices, I immediately get taken back to playing The Sims 2 doing the same things. It's a unique experience that I really appreciate, and if that was the intention, then they really nailed it. In conclusion, after thoroughly reviewing Big Ambitions, I feel that it's a solid early access business strategy game that offers a unique and engaging gameplay experience. I've covered a lot in this video, definitely more than I usually do, but there is just so much to talk about. It was hard to narrow down to fit my usual format. I will definitely be revisiting this game in future videos for sure. I love it. The early verdict is I feel that this game is worth your investment. At $30 Canadian, it's a great price for what's on offer currently, especially if you enjoy games like The Sims, but with a business twist. I feel if you're a fan of simulation games, tycoon games, The Sims, in reality, if you like games in general, you just might find something here. Well, that's it. As always, thanks for watching, and if you've made it this far, you're a champ and I love you very much. I hope to see you back for the next one. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel to stay updated on future content. Maybe leave a comment if you have any questions or feedback. Thanks for watching, happy big ambitions, and take it easy, eh?